is mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. If that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice game offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
They're trying to slow that rush down later on. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Stevens. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Nicholson. Pulls it in, it's Mayama. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This drive at 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Might as well stick with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brooks. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. His drive will open from the 15. Send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Stevens. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 5.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And he got just enough of that one. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Got the first down. Looking for more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
How about they change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Brooks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top, buying some time. Now he's looking into the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. The Tigers will hustle with the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. A run to the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Still looking, on the move. Quarterback gets him up. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Snap. It's Stevens. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Nicholson. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They booted away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the returner will be dragged down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Reddick. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. He finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw again. Here comes the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! The 30. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. It's caught. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He's got him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Finding an escape route. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Peter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. On the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And the defense stopped them again on second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to this guy on the second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Peter.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone.
Missouri, 26. TCU, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. A little screen to the running back. Not able to break the quick one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Across the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He might want another play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Stevens. Pours that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TV.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by a field goal over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
The screen place, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Second down coming up. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Toss to the outside. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Timeout.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, well, which is built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you've got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Rides the back. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Missouri.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gotta find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes,